The other day I was sitting in my living room and I started to feel my chest. It was kind of tightening up. Then I started feeling a little nervous and I wasn't sure what was going on. I was anxious and it started to compound, and I realized I was actually having a little bit of a panic attack. And the stress of everything that is going on was starting to take its toll. So I knew that there were some things that I needed to do. First, I needed to recognize what was going on, recognize the situation. And I have a few videos about what you can do when we have crisis, and I'll list that at the end of this video. But first, I needed to just sit back and recognize my position, get everything down, which I'm going to talk about. I have 3 things that you can do to help reduce the stress when it seems like your life is out of your control. But you know what? It still is. You have things, there are things that you can do right now. And so the first thing that I would recommend is first recognize that you do have some control. Take a deep breath. Take some deep breaths in and out and just let it out. And then get a journal or a book or a piece of paper and start to write. Write down the things that you feel stress about. And over time you can start writing down some ideas to help you, but keep a journal during this time. Rather than have all of that stuff in your head or on your shoulders, let it out in a journal. Share your thoughts, your feelings about maybe family life, your business life, anything that is bringing stress to you. And believe it or not, you're going to feel better when you let it all out. And then you can start to address different parts of those issues that you put on paper. Other things that you can do that I recommend is to just sit alone in silence. If you like meditation, use meditation. Learn how to meditate, clear your mind. Maybe find a mantra that you can use. Maybe you can just breathe in and out and focus on your breath, or a point of focus, and again try to clear your mind. These are things you can do in meditation that can really help relieve this stress that you find. Now, if you just like to sit in silence, because think about it, some of your best ideas to fix issues in your life sometimes come when you're just alone, maybe in your car with no radio on or in the shower. It's amazing when you have silence. Sometimes really good information, just wisdom from inside of you kind of bubbles up. And you can keep this journal next to you and write down some of those ideas when that happens. But you need to start with a silent place where you can just think and not think, and maybe write down a few ideas that can help you out, to help you feel like you have a little more control than you may feel at that moment when maybe you were having a panic attack or you were starting to wonder what it is you need to do next. The third thing I recommend is that you exercise. Get out there the best you can. Get out and exercise. Now, I know there's some restrictions in certain areas, but if you have a yard, if there's a place you can get some good fresh air and hopefully a little sunlight, that's going to help you. And get your body moving. Don't just sit, because it's just going to just collapse on you. So take the time to sit in silence, write in a journal, and be sure to exercise. All 3 of those things will help you in the process, because you need to be at your very best when the time comes to work your way out of this crisis. When we start to see light of day, when recession starts to lift, when this crisis starts to lift, you're going to be in the best shape you can possibly be mentally and hopefully physically. Be sure to get some sleep too. Be sure to eat right and make the best you can possibly be as we grow your business and your future together. That's what I'm here for, to support you. And I'll see you in the next video.